Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So the topic that I will present to you guys is about the type of blood, or other known as blood groups. So as you can see here, there are 4 types of blood group, which is blood A, blood group B, blood group AB, blood group O. So what is the importance of the blood group? So the importance of blood group is for donation and transfusion of blood. The blood must be compatible between the donor and the recipient group of blood so that coagulation can be prevented. So each type of blood has an antibodies and antigens. An example, blood group A is not compatible with blood which has an antigen of B, which is blood group B, and also blood group AB. And you can see that blood group AB is a universal recipient. So universal recipient is blood group AB can receive all type of blood group because it has no antibody. While in the other hand, blood group O is an universal donor because it can donate to all blood group because of it has no antigen on red blood cell. So that is all from me. Thank you. Peace.
I will explain about rhesus factor or RH factor. RH factor is blood protein that play a critical role in some of pregnancies, or another antigen that found on the surface of the red blood cell. There are 2 types of blood that are classified by RH blood group system, which is positive and negative. The red blood cells of an individual with the RH factor or antigen D are known as RH positive, while an individual who does not possess the RH factor or antigen D is known as RH negative. If the blood of a RH positive donor mixed with the blood of a RH negative recipient, the blood of the recipient will react by producing the rhesus antibody or anti-D antibody. When the recipient receives another dose of RH positive blood, the rhesus antibody will cause the agglutination of the donor blood cells. This situation could result in the death of the recipient. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, I will explain about pregnancy and rhesus factor. As we know, pregnancy occurs when woman and man marry. The problem is when a RH negative mother marries a RH positive father and is pregnant with RH positive baby. Sometimes the later stage of the pregnancy, fragment of fetal blood cell carrying antigen D diffuse through the placenta and enter the mother's blood circulation. White blood cell of mother's blood reacts by producing antigen D antibodies towards antigen D. The antigen D antibodies then flow back through the placenta into fetus blood circulation. The antibodies destroy the RH positive baby's red blood cell before or just after birth. My mom is calling my name. I need to go now. If Daniel will continue explaining this topic. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you to Amar Dinish. However, the concentration of antibodies produced is not enough to affect the first child, but the anti-D antibodies will last in the blood circulatory system of the mother. The problem arises when the second child is also RH positive. The anti-D antibodies that are present in the mother's blood cross the placenta and destroy the red blood cells of the fetus. The symptoms of this disease are called erythroblastosis fetalis. The second fetus dies if the blood is not replaced with RH negative blood through blood transfusions. In a less serious situation, the baby may suffer from anemia and mental retardation. However, this problem can now be addressed by treating the affected mother with anti-rhesus globulins after the first pregnancy to stop the formation of anti-D antibodies.
Okay, so now we will move to the cardiovascular diseases. The cardiovascular diseases are caused by an unhealthy cardiovascular system. Cardiovascular diseases include arteriosclerosis, atherosclerosis, angina, myocardial infarction, which is heart attack, hypertension, and stroke. The first one is arteriosclerosis. Arteriosclerosis is a condition where the artery wall becomes hard, thick, and loses its elasticity due to the loss of elastin protein, which caused by the aging process. The more the artery wall becomes hard and thick, the more difficult it is for the blood to flow. Thus, the blood pressure increases. The second one is atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis occurs due to the accumulation of plaque, which is the deposition of cholesterol, lipid, calcium, and fibrin on the artery walls that constrict the lumen and blocks the blood flow. Atherosclerosis that occurs on the coronary artery prevents the blood flow and the transport of oxygen and nutrients to the heart. The next one is angina. Angina is severe chest pain caused by an insufficient oxygen supply to the heart in the coronary artery. The next one is a myocardial infarction, which is heart attack. Myocardial infarction or heart attack is the death of some heart tissue caused by the sudden drop of the coronary blood flow due to atherosclerosis.
Now, I will talk about hypertension and stroke. Hypertension occurs when the blood pressure of the artery is higher than the normal level continuously. Untreated hypertension can increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. Stroke occurs when the brain cells die because they fail to get a supply of oxygen and nutrients. This happens because the blood vessels connected to the brain are blocked and ruptured. As a result, the organs and the process controlled by the affected parts of the brain may experience paralysis.